Good evening, Professor Brown and fellow classmates. My name is Corey M. Stansberry, and tonight I will be delivering my informative speech. I will be covering the topic of premium cigars. The information I will provide will inform you on the planting and harvesting of premium tobacco, the design and make, and in close I will inform you about the manufacturing of premium cigars. All across the equator, from Honduras, Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, Cuba, and even Africa, there are numerous amounts of tobacco crops and fields. A tobacco plant on average can stand 6 to 7 feet tall. And there are three different regions, major regions of that tobacco plant. There are two intermediate regions in that plant. Let's first talk about the major regions. The very bottom of the plant, the space that is newest from the ground, is considered the first region. It is the tobacco that is very impressionable in flavor. It has not developed a strong sense of taste and feel. Second region is considered the mild region. And in that region, the tobacco leaf has developed somewhat of a characteristic in regard to the smell and taste. And last is the upper region, the leaf that is closest to the sky. That leaf is the strongest in flavor and is the least impressionable of the leaves. Now, there is two regions that I did not cover, and those are the minor regions. The region between the new and the mild, it's slightly impressionable, and there's another region from the mild to the full, and that's that in between as well. After that, all of the tobacco is pulled in that manner in 5 different regions. It is then strung 2 leaves at a time on a long pole, wooden pole that is strung up, and it looks like a very long clothes rack, a drying rack for those leaves. Those leaves are then handed some 30 stories up into a warehouse where there are men strategically placing these tobacco crops. And on the other side, there is a same system where a man is passing the leaf down to someone who is then carrying the leaf into our very next portion, where someone is going to bind the tobacco leaf. The binder then takes the tobacco leaf and they bind it together according to how the cigar manufacturer or designer deemed it to be made. It is then sent to someone who is responsible for wrapping the cigars. The cigar wrapper is responsible for strategically placing whatever wrapper is designated, whether it be Connecticut, which is very light in color, Habana, which is somewhat red and spicy in color, Maduro, which is very dark in color, and you have your Ligero and Triple Maduro, which is very, very dark in color and very rich in flavor. That point, there is an air test that is passed through each cigar to assure that it meets the quality and standard of the designer. At that point, once those cigars pass the test, and those that don't, the ones that passed are then sent on to the labeler, and the ones that don't are pushed aside and become second runs, which I've had and they are pretty good. They just don't meet that quality that the designer intended for it to meet. The binder, the wrapper. Now we have the labeler. The labeler makes sure that each cigar label is strategically placed on each cigar to assure that it meets the quality and standards of the designer. They are then placed into the box, whichever it might yield. Some boxes are 20 cigars per box. Some are 25, which is commonly the standard. They are sealed, labeled, and stamped. At that point, they are ready to be shipped to your local humidor or to your doorstep. That is my informative speech on premium cigars from start to finish. I hope that you enjoyed, and make sure you leave a comment. Thank you.